We've made it. The final round of the Performance Link Road to Motegi Championship. Good evening, everyone. I'm Jack Mace. I'm going to be your commentator for this evening. We have had a simply phenomenal series thus far, and the Road to Motegi has finally brought us to our last destination on the calendar. We're here at the Twin Ring Motegi Road Course, this 13-course motorsport complex built by Honda back in 1987, and it's the host of the final round of the Performance Link Road to Motegi Championship. Qualifying is currently underway, and whilst that goes ahead, we'll have a quick look at the standings as we come into the final round. After a fantastic round over in Suzuka, we found ourselves with Lewis Rose at the top of the standing. He has a 40-point lead now. He will be able to mathematically win the title should Aaron Rose finish any lower than second in this round and Lewis Rose not score a point. Chris van der Nessa and Sebastian Hagegi are also in with a mathematical chance at the championship, but the real battle between these three will be for second place at this point. Aaron Powell is in 5th on 68 points, Kevin Copeland 6th on 63, Adam Shepherd is on 55, Bob Humphrey, Tim Darracott and Tom Bingham round out the top 10 as it stands. So, let's have a look at qualifying, shall we? See how that is getting on. The usual 20-minute session before the 20-minute race is underway. It's been a superb series from the start, has this. The Performance Link Road to Motegi Championship. Some truly brilliant drives, some fantastic on-track action, and we've come to a terrific circuit to end the series on. The Motegi circuit is an incredible challenge for all of the drivers involved. I'm currently watching Aaron Powell make his way along part of the west section, characterized by sweeping turns to the very tight final section. We will have the standings up shortly, but we're gonna give you a few minutes of running, just watching these cars go around, just to see how they've adapted their BMW M4 GT4s to this circuit. Here comes Tim Darracott in the Motorsport Maker car around the tightest corner on the circuit. A 180-degree hairpin. Turn 9 as they come downhill towards a really tricky braking zone into turn 10. You might see that we've got some new graphics for the final round. If we're going out in style. Of course, this is only season 1 of the Road to Motegi Championship. Who knows what we'll be doing for season 2. We'll get the standings up on screen now. So, here are qualifying standings. As they are at the moment, we have Aaron Rose, the only man underneath 2 minutes. At the moment, we have 5 cars in practice get under the 2-minute mark. It's definitely possible around here. You'll also notice just how tightly packed the field is. It's very close running here at the Twin Ring Motegi Road Course. This is Adam Shepherd. He had an incredibly eventful run out last time at Suzuka. Had a collision with James Salt in race 2, which arguably cost him a race win. It did end up being that Salt was penalised, given a 5-second time penalty at the end of that race, which promoted Sebastian Hagegi to his first win of the season, leaving him with a very realistic chance of grabbing second. But that will be entirely down to Aaron Rose and Chris van der Nessa, dropping points to him at this occasion. Lewis Rose in the Pertec, the number 81 car, This man here, the championship leader, he just needs 11 points to mathematically secure the title. This series runs off of the same point system as Formula 1 without the fastest lap bonus. And he is putting a great lap there. Half a tenth up on his brother, Aaron Rose, to get provisional pole. But we still have a good 11.5 minutes remaining. Anything can happen at this point. All of the runners and riders are going to get at least 5 laps, maybe 6, to get a good time in. Two cars just underneath that 2-minute barrier. 3 cars within a few tenths of each other. It's all incredibly close. The top 9 at the moment separated by around about a second. Bodes well for a very entertaining couple of races this evening, has to be said. See what laps some of the front runners here will be doing this time around. Chris van der Nester at the front of this little 3-car train. Adam Shepherd in the middle. Lewis Rose at the back, trying to gain a little bit of toe, a little bit of slipstream as they come across the line. No improvements this time around from the 3. They were just a few tenths short that time around. Keeping a very keen eye on the track map, just to see what laps everyone's doing. Tim Darricott just about to come across the line. Doesn't improve his time. But still a long time left as Chris van der Nester pulls over to the side. Is he content with his lap? I would have kept on going. Drained some of the fuel out of the tank, but he's gone back to pit road to restart. Tom Bingham coming out just behind him, but we're still focused at the moment on Adam Shepherd and Lewis Rose. Coming through the sweeping curves. Motegi unfortunately doesn't have names for its corners, merely numbers, as we come into turn 8. But you will consistently hear me referring to that little section as the sweeping curves. One of the great things I think about Motegi is that it definitely has a little bit of everything. You've got some real sweeping, you've got some dangerous curves as well, as Chris van der Nester was demonstrating just there. You've got some real nice sweeping sections. There's a lot of technical prowess required here as well. That tricky downhill braking zone into a really tight right-hander, followed up by this deceptively quick chicane. We've just cut away to the man currently placed second in qualifying and second in the championship, Aaron Rose. Aaron Rose had a lot of poor luck last time out in Suzuka. Really fell off the championship chase. He's still in with the mathematical advantage as Sebastian Hagegi goes for a little spin. He'll be able to keep it going, no problem. The Kimura BMW. It's been a very bright fixture for this championship so far. Aaron Powell, by the way, has just gone fastest. A 1:59.7, that's the fastest lap I've seen so far. lot of action now on the main straight. A lot of cars coming out to do laps at similar times. Lewis Rose has just left the pits. Chris van der Nessa started his flying lap. Tom Bingham here just ahead of Aaron Rose. Aaron Rose very kindly getting out of the way of two of the men closest to him in the championship. Looking to get a little bit of a toe then off of Lewis by the looks of things. Entirely understandable. The number 17 of Adam Shepherd. Thought he was about to complete a lap. Oh, Aaron Rose goes round. The problem with trailing behind your competitors among those curves that you do lose a little bit of downforce, and that can really affect the downforce and the cornering speeds that you're able to obtain without overdoing it and bringing the rear of the car around. This track might not be too familiar to a lot of the competitors this evening as well. It will be, it's already been interesting to see how quickly they've come to adapt, how quickly they've adjusted. As you can see, they're already finding whereabouts they can get away with taking liberties. As Chris van der Nessa in the Send It Sim Racing BMW comes across to complete his flying lap. It's a little bit off the pace of his best so far. He'll probably be pulling out of the way now of Lewis Rose to allow him to get his lap done. No, he's going to carry on with his own. Entirely fair, entirely justified. We do have a group of 6 cars here, all within the same sector of the circuit. Headed by the 27 of Shane Piggott, who I haven't seen too much of on screen just yet. There's also Kevin Copeland, Adam Shepherd, Tom Bingham. And the 2 men on your screen now, Van der Nessa and Lewis Rose. Coming underneath the bridge of the oval into this very fast, sweeping section of the course. The radius of the corners tighten as you go along until you get to turn 8. A short burst of speed up towards the hairpin. The hairpin's actually faster than the next turn that follows. It's a full 180-degree turn, but the braking zone down towards turn 10 is a lot trickier. See the starting grid there for the West course. DRS zone as well. We don't have DRS in this series. But the downhill braking into turn 10 is very difficult to get right. Use all the extra bit of track on the right hand side, but try to get your line right through the chicane of turns 12 and 13 to bring yourself across the line. Some slow laps from a few drivers there. Chris van der Nessa does a 2-minute flat. 2-minute 0.3, but it doesn't improve on his current 2-minute 0.1. Tom Bingham improves to a 2-minute 0.749. Which still has him in 7th position. As you can see, there's less than a second separating the top 8, and then Kevin Copeland just outside of that marker as well. You can perfectly understand. You could easily see him keeping up with everyone else in the race. Tim Dowricott at the moment doesn't have the benefit of any additional tow from anyone. He's just out on his own. In fact, he's come back to pit lane, and that'll be his qualifying over. The same for Aaron Powell. He's in the pits they won't have time to complete their runs. The number 9 of Sebastian Hagegi has just started his final lap. His penultimate. No, it will be his final lap. Sorry. Shepherd almost stalking Kevin Copeland here. He might be looking for an overtake. They will have one more lap after this. We do have a minute 10 and they just need to get across the line before the timer expires to start their final lap. And I feel that they're both rather halting each other's progress, as it were. They managed to find a way through the chicane at turns 12 and 13 onto the back straight. And now they will begin their final lap of this qualifying session. Adam Shepherd leading Kevin Copeland here. Adam Shepherd looking to improve from a 2-minute.1. Copeland 2-minute.9. A few cars behind as well. Bingham, Van der Nessa, Lewis Rose. Oh, Bingham's just spun off the track. That'll be his qualifying over, but of course his car will be fixed before the race. Such is the magic of sim racing. He'll be fine to start, but he won't be starting any better than 7th on the grid for this one. Aaron Rose has got across the line just in time to start his final lap as the timer hits 0. Drivers will now have 3 minutes to complete the lap they are currently on. Hamish Agagi improves his time to a 2-minute.3.1. Shane Piggott comes across the line but does not improve his. He will be remaining in 8th for now. Sebastian Hagegi is about to come across the line to complete his lap. It's a 2-minute.1. That's not an improvement for him. And the only drivers that are left on their laps now, this is the next one to come across the line, Adam Shepherd, and he hasn't even come around the hairpin yet of turn 9. Just had to count just to make sure that it was definitely turn 9. I miss the names. I miss the names of corners. Suzuka I knew off the top of my head. It was a shame to do whilst doing my research to find out that Motegi, we haven't got names for these corners yet. We'll have to make up some of our own for next time we come back here. Here they come now, under the bridge, into the final chicane. Adam Shepherd, Kevin Copeland following relatively close behind. Oh, Copeland's overcooked it into the hairpin. Adam Shepherd will be coming across the line. Does he improve? He does, a 1:59.920. That is a fantastic lap, and that will get him 2nd on the grid, providing Aaron Rose doesn't improve because he is currently on the lap. Shane Piggott has already completed his. We need to get onto the car of Aaron Rose. Here he is, coming through the chicane now for the last time in this session. Is he going to improve on his 1:59.98? He doesn't. So the grid then is fully formed. Take a very quick look at the results here. Aaron Powell gets himself pole position. He set a pretty early 1:59.7 and then left it at that. Adam Shepherd, Lewis Rose and Aaron Rose all on 1:59.9s. Very good laps from all of them. Chris Van der Nessa will be on the inside of row 3 alongside Sebastian Hagegi. Tom Bingham and Shane Piggott make up row 4. Kevin Copeland and Tim Darricott, row 5. And Hamish Hagegi will be all on his own on row 6 in P11. In car number 11. It makes sense. So now whilst we wait for the field to clear off the grid so that we can get ourselves ready for the next part of this event. Here we are. There's about 0 seconds left until the race session gets underway. And here we go. 25-minute race. That's going to give us 13 laps of action on circuit. We'll try and get the view from Aaron Powell, our man on pole position. Oh, you can hear that engine roar, can't you? Just zoom out very slightly. The cars then making their way onto the grid. Aaron Powell will be leading the way. They will be coming from near the start-finish line on the West course, which will get them through.
Good luck, everybody.
11, 12, and 13. Just 1 second. That is your grid once again. Aaron Powell on pole. Powell on pole. Yeah, it works, doesn't it? We're just waiting on Shane Piggott to join the grid. We've got about 35 seconds. And then we will be underway here at Motegi. Race 1 of round 5. It's one we've been looking forward to for quite some time. So, here we go. The cars are about to pull away. We'll look back from the pace car here towards our two front runners. They are Aaron Powell, Adam Shepherd. The Rose brothers make up row 2. Don't forget, Lewis Rose needs to score 11 points here in order to secure the championship. That'll be a 4th place finish. So long as he holds where he starts, he should be fine. The pace car then pulls away into the pit lane. We watch Aaron Powell as he leads the field away then. Goes just after the exit of turn 13, and we are underway here for round 5 of the Performance Link Road to Motegi Championship. We're watching Aaron Powell as they all come down towards turn 1. It's a clean getaway for all of the drivers involved. The tyres will still, of course, be quite cold, so you still have to keep an eye out. You have to keep your wits about you, make sure that everything is under control. But it's Aaron Powell leading from Adam Shepherd, Lewis Rose, Aaron Rose, Sebastian Agegi is up to 5th. You saw Aaron Rose just running ever so slightly wide there. These three are battling for 2nd in the championship at the moment. Aaron Rose just a few points ahead of Van der Nessa, who himself is only a couple ahead of Sebastian Agegi. All the cars are running close on track right now. Here's the battle a little further back. Shane Piggott's got a good start. He's in 7th. This is Kevin Copeland currently in 8th position. Hamish Agegi, ever present in this series. He's currently running P10. Then the motorsport maker of Tim Darracott is just there behind him. Very close action here. 6 cars all fighting for the same bit of tarmac. But Aaron Powell calmly leads the way at the moment. Sebastian Agegi, who's looking for a move around the outside of the hairpin. That is very optimistic. Just enough room to keep his position. Chris Van der Nessa is going to be looking for the move on the inside though. We'll go on board with Van der Nessa now. P6 as it stands. See, the leader is not that far ahead at all. Aaron Powell hasn't been able to pull a massive lead out. Au contraire, it's about half a second at the moment. And Sebastian Agegi looking on the inside at turn 1. He's going for the move there. We're focusing on Aaron Rose as Agegi has made the move there. Up into 4th position. A great start from him. Lewis Rose just up ahead, leading the fight. for the championship. He will secure it if the result stays as is, but we know by now. Results in the Performance Link Road to Motegi Championship very rarely stay as is, as Lewis Rose runs wide, as does Tom Bingham. Ooh, there's a lot going on. You never know when something is just going to click. Aaron Powell has got a little bit of breathing space now, just under a second to Adam Shepherd. Lewis Rose is now being hounded here by Sebastian Hagegi through the sweeping curves, as I will continue to call them. Have to get a good exit here, coming towards the hairpin to prevent any kind of attack. Thankfully for Lewis Rose, he's been able to avoid it. Get a good exit out of the hairpin to make sure that the slipstream isn't going to factor in when you come down towards turn 10. Just see how closely they're running here. Ooh, a lot of different lines being run through. You can't really run too many different lines at Motegi, but the run into the chicane is one area. Oh, there's been an accident. There's been a little accident. Shane Pickett's been spun round. We'll have a look and just see what happened to him. He's coming to the chicane. Oh, I'm not sure if he's been tagged there by Kevin Copeland or not. Just have another look at that one from the onboard shot. He's come in. Yeah, he's made contact there, unfortunately. And then he's caught him as well, coming back around. This then is Sebastian Hagegi hounding Lewis Rose for third place. A man who is a self-confessed novice at Motegi, putting in a great show so far. It's Aaron Powell at the moment who leads by 1.1 seconds to Adam Shepherd. Get the standings up, why not? You can use them. Sebastian Hagegi's already made a couple of places from the start, so is Tim Darricott. Tim Darricott running well in 8th. The beneficiary of the incident between Shane Pickett and Kevin Copeland. Copeland has dropped back behind Pickett, whether that was out of courtesy or his own mistake. Currently do not have that information. This, however, is the battle. You could argue for second at this point. Lewis Rose is being hounded down by Sebastian Hagegi. Is he going to go for the dive bomb? He tucks in behind. Difficult to pass there. This is your leader, Aaron Powell, in the Evo SR, black and green. We've seen so much of in this championship. Oh, Lewis Rose has lost a place there to Sebastian Hagegi, and Aaron Rose is looking to make a move as well. Trying to make it around the outside, didn't work on this occasion. Looking for the switch back through 2. Lewis Rose a little bit loose, might not have as much traction as he'd like coming down into 3, but he looks to have it covered. The Rose brothers are definitely going to be fighting this one out, and the cones have been destroyed now on the entrance to turn 3, all of them gone. Aaron Rose with the fastest lap of the race, by the way, 2 minutes, 0.1. So you know that this chasing pack is still definitely keeping up the pace. There is a bit of a gap now between Chris van der Nessa in 6th and this man Tom Bingham in 7th. Of course the top 10 do get points, so it's not really a disaster to be running in 7th position. Tom Bingham currently 10th in the standings, making a very good account of himself here as they come into these sweeping curves. We'll look back towards the battle at the front. Sebastian Hagegi is now on the defensive from Lewis Rose. We'll see what it's like to have a face full of the Pertec. Oh, he's gone on the inside actually, hasn't he? He's gone on the inside there as Lewis Rose. Side by side running down towards turn 10. And he chops off the front of him. Sebastian saying, no, you're not passing, no. Lewis Rose is probably playing the long game at this point. He only has to finish 4th or better, and his rivals have to win if they want a real shot at this championship. But at the moment, Lewis Rose safely in 4th, behind the Kimura of Sebastian Agegi. Van der Nessa was sneaking a little look on the inside there, but nothing doing at the end. You still have Aaron Powell out in front. Adam Shepherd there at the bottom of your screen is in 2nd. We're focusing on this 4-car battle for 3rd between Sebastian Agegi, Lewis Rose, Aaron Rose and Chris Van der Nessa. And Sebastian Agegi has hit some cones. The cones have got their revenge, and he's lost some places. We'll look and just see what happened to him here. He's run wide, and then the cones got stuck underneath his car. And unfortunately for him, he's back down in 6th position, and he's got to do all the hard work all over again. It's freed Lewis Rose to try and chase down Adam Shepherd once again. At the moment, Aaron Powell has a bit of an impervious lead. We've had no retirements, by the way. Everyone who started the race is still running, nearly 10 minutes in. Great to see. It's been some really clean action so far. Here comes Sebastian Agegi looking around the outside for the hairpin. We'll watch the view of Chris Van der Nessa. Sebastian Agegi nearly making the outside work there. He's going to get some good traction coming out of turn 9. We'll go on board and we'll see if he's able to make the move stick, or if Van der Nessa is going to stay ahead. Van der Nessa does stay ahead for this time. Agegi isn't one to back down from a battle. No, sir. He will be feisty for the rest of this race. You can guarantee yourself that. Viewing the serenity of our leader. Viewing the battle for the points. His final few points paying positions. Bingham 7th, Darracott 8th, Piggott 9th, Copeland 10th. At the moment the grid is largely as it started, but via very interesting means. A few overtakes, a few mistakes. Darracott at the moment, the only man to gain positions in this race. Started 10th, currently P8. Running absolutely fine. We'll have a look though. The ongoing War of the Roses that has raged through this championship for the best part of the series. It's currently for P3 here at Motegi. Lewis Rose has just put in his fastest lap of the race. We'll be looking to follow it up with another one as he tries to pull in Adam Shepherd. The gap to him was 1.7 seconds at the start of the lap. It's currently down to 1.5. There should be enough laps in order to make that gap a little bit tetchy for the ME7 liveried car. Come downhill once more towards turn 10. Oh, Lewis Rose, he caught the inside of the grass on the apex. Trying to take a little bit too much liberty with it. Takes a wider line through the chicane, gives him a good exit speed. Means that Aaron Rose isn't able to really line himself up for a pass. Keeps it safe. It's always an incredibly important thing. Sebastian Agegi, as you can see, dropped off just a little bit now from Chris van der Nessa. But this is a man who is on a mission, a fight. A big fight. Trying to close up the gap to Adam Shepherd. We're on board here with Aaron Rose. Into this really another tight corner under the bridge of the super speedway. Coming into these, I said it before, I'll say it again, sweeping curves. You can visibly see the gap between Lewis Rose and Adam Shepherd up ahead shrinking. You can see Aaron Rose is pushing it, doing everything he can to keep right on his tail. It's a great camera angle, that one. Get some more noise as they come downhill. Watch from the other side of the track this time. How nice. Obviously no one's close enough yet to really line up the pass. There's a few battling further back though. Tim Darracott is back down to 10th. Not sure what's happened there. But Darracott diving on the inside. He's made that stick. He's made that one stick as they come under the bridge once again into the final chicane. They go past the timing pylon. And Shane Piggott is back up to his starting position of P8. Darracott late on the brakes there. Piggott even later. And it looks like Darracott's going to try and get this 8th place back. He's just allowed Piggott the room. And he's allowed Copeland a chance to dive down the inside. He backs out of it. Oh, Darracott hasn't backed out of that though. He's spun Darracott around. He spun Piggott around there, sorry. And Shane Piggott has kept the car going. Yep, he has kept the car going. We'll have a look and just see that from another angle. They got together there. Little touch. Nothing too bad though. Then Darracott was really late on the brakes and yeah, just turned him around. You can't really say much more than that in all honesty, and indeed Piggott has returned himself back to the pit lane. The driver positions will be slightly out of whack for the time being until we get past Shane Piggott in the pit lane, so we'll be back to that. He is back. He's towed himself back to the pit lane after that crash, which will promote Hamish Hagegi up into 10th position. Darracott is now a long distance behind the previous battle for 7th place. And now we can have it back. Lovely. Lewis Rose, though, has continued his mission to catch up to Adam Shepherd and brought that gap down to just a few tenths of a second. Aaron Rose did put in the fastest lap of the race, a 2:00.0. Darracott has come into the pit lane as well, by the way. He's looking to get his car fixed up. Must have been having some kind of issue with the suspension. No, it was a drive-through. It was a drive-through, and Hamish Hagegi has gone through into 9th position ahead of him as a result of that. Kevin Copeland here in P8. Tom Bingham just, well, a little bit up the road now, up in P7. The gap's opened up. I believe there was a mistake from Kevin Copeland in turns 3 and 4. The main battle on track remains this battle. It's now for second. It's very much now for second. And Aaron Powell had a slow lap last time round, which means that Adam Shepherd has been closing up on him as well. We could very well have a final lap battle for the lead. our focus is very much going to remain on the front, especially if it stays like this. It's the Pertec of Lewis Rose. We'll have a quick look back from Aaron Powell and just see how close the other cars are starting to get to him. The gap's down to less than a second now between Powell, who we're looking from the back of, and Adam Shepherd. He's had a decent run though, out of the final corner. Tim Darricott has got back past Hamish Agagi, by the way. And Aaron Powell, he got a very good exit there because he's pulled a big gap ahead of Adam Shepherd, who's got 2 Roses filling his mirrors. Lewis Rose was looking on the inside, didn't want to make the pass that time. Lewis Rose is still on the inside though. And I believe Rose, he's still there. Lewis Rose still there, but he's going to be on the outside and he's going to open himself up to a pass from Aaron, but Adam Shepherd's braking early. This is allowing Chris van der Nessa back into the mix as well. It's allowed Aaron Powell to storm away. He's 3 seconds clear now, and that's Lewis Rose. He's kept it on the road, but he's lost the place there to Aaron Rose. He tried to get second, he's ended up losing third. Take another look back because Adam Shepherd has now got the other Rose to deal with, and he will not be a fan of the fact that the Send It Sim Racing car has caught up, and Sebastian Hagegi isn't massively behind either. But this at the moment is a 4-car battle now for second place. You see them come down towards turn 10. Aaron Powell has already just gone through. The other cars now following. Aaron Powell can ease it off. He's just able to play it safe at this point. If he plays his cards right, it will be another win for him in the Performance Link Road to Motegi Championship. But this is the real on-track action right now. Shepherd holding off the Roses. That lap last time around was a 2:02. It's definitely affecting the pace. Lewis Rose did a 2:03. That's how you know the pace has been affected very adversely. Sebastian Hagegi's gone round. Yep, he went off at turn 1. Sebastian Hagegi's gone off at turn 1. I've just seen, by the way, that Shane Piggott has re-entered the track, so he is currently coming up towards turn 8. So he's got a good 40 seconds or so ahead of this group. Shouldn't really come into play. He will, of course, have the reverse grip pole position. Something very nice to have. Van der Nessa has drifted off this pack just a little bit. We'll take a look on board with him, see if there's any technical issues. Doesn't look it. Oh, Lewis Rose diving on the inside of his brother. He hasn't made that stick. Aaron Rose is going to be back on the inside as they come up to this hairpin. That's Adam Shepherd that we're watching at, and Aaron Rose is indeed held on to third place very safely. All this battling, all of this contest is only going to benefit the leader, the number 10, Aaron Powell. Finds himself further and further ahead with every waking moment. He's about to come across the line. 3 minutes means that there's going to be 2 laps to go. Comes across the line, starts lap 12. Adam Shepherd, Aaron Rose, Lewis Rose and Chris van der Nessa all start lap 12 very, very soon after each other. Sebastian Agegi, by the way, is held on to 6th place. He didn't lose any places from his off. He's safely through turn 3. The entire chasing group. No one looking for a dive bomb yet. They know that there's still another lap to go after this. Aaron Rose knows that he needs a result here in order to keep the championship hunt alive. So too does Chris van der Nessa need a result to keep his hunt alive. Sebastian Agegi at this point is too far back to make an impact. He finds himself 10 seconds now behind this group. And will be focusing on securing 6th place and getting himself ready for round 2 to try and get 2nd in the championship. However, there are three drivers here. Lewis Rose just needs to keep this on the road and he will secure the title. Oh, he nearly made contact with Aaron Rose coming through there. We'll just find ourselves back towards him. I'm not sure if he's looking for a move or not. I wouldn't recommend it, not at this point, not at this juncture, and not at this corner. Hard on the brakes. Oh, Shepherds! They've made contact. They've made contact. Lewis Rose wisely backing out there. There was definitely contact there between Shepherd and Aaron Rose. But the places have remained the same. Nothing terrible has happened. We are entering the final lap of the race. Aaron Powell is round turn 2. Safe as you like. Lewis Rose is still battling with his brother for 3rd. Aaron Rose here is trying to catch back up to Adam Shepherd to get another chance at a pass. There's not too many clear-cut passing opportunities here. Here they come. Towards this tight right-hander. Aaron Rose right on the back bumper of Adam Shepherd. They're going to come through this fast section now. The corners ever tightening. Definitely starts off quick. We'll look behind Adam Shepherd once again. A camera full of BMW. A bit of road, a bit of grass, and then a lot of BMW. 3 different cars fighting for these positions. Van der Nessa getting loose as they come towards turn 9. They're hairpin now. Aaron Rose is going to be looking for a good line here. Shepherd's got great traction out of the corner. He should be safe here. Indeed, I'm pretty sure he will be. We'll wait to see if anything happens here. Aaron Rose, he's going to leave it there. And Aaron Powell up ahead is going to be coming across the line for another win in the Performance Link Road to Motegi Championships here at Motegi. Here is the man coming across to finish and win race 1. It's Aaron Powell for the Evo SR team. And here comes the battle behind. Adam Shepherd's going to beat out Aaron Rose, Lewis Rose and Chris van der Nessa. If my calculations are correct, that means that Lewis Rose, this man here, has won the Performance Link Road to Motegi Championship. I believe he now has an unassailable lead, so provisionally speaking, that'll be it. That'll be him done. Sebastian Agegi came home in 6th place, Tom Bingham 7th. This is Kevin Copeland coming across the line for 8th. Tim Darricott is a little bit further back in 9th place. Comes through the final chicane now to secure his spot and 2 points. And then we'll go back. Shane Piggott is a lap down and currently going through turn 8. Here he is. Still got a slightly damaged car from his altercation with Tim Darricott, but has kept it going and will secure himself a point at the end. So a solid result for him, has to be said. We'll have a look at the results. Shane Piggott is still going around, but will be finishing in 10th place. The win for Aaron Powell secures him 25 points. If he came in early in the series, you know, he would have been a major shout for the title. Such has been his consistency. It was a great result as well for Adam Shepherd, able to hold on to that second place finish. Aaron Rose is in third, Lewis Rose fourth, Chris van der Nesse fifth, Sebastian Hagegi sixth, Tom Bingham seventh, Kevin Copeland eighth, Tim Darricott in ninth, and Shane Piggott rounds off the points. Hamish Hagegi did not finish. He is classified as 4 laps down. Your champion, though, as long as all of my calculations are correct, is Lewis Rose. There is still another race to come, though. We've got a reverse grid race, which will have Hamish Hagegi on pole position. Shane Piggott starting alongside him on the front row. Tim Darricott and Kevin Copeland on row 2. It's going to be very spicy, I imagine, between Shane Piggott and Tim Darricott. Tom Bingham and Sebastian Hagegi, Chris van der Nesse and Lewis Rose, Aaron Rose, Adam Shepherd and Aaron Powell. That will be your grid for race 2. We will be back after a short break. Don't go anywhere. We've got another race to come. Well, race 1 down, 1 to go. What a championship it has been. And as I suspected, Lewis Rose has indeed been confirmed as the champion of this season. We currently got a few minutes left of warm-up, so we can just enjoy. Oh, Lewis, I was going to give you some parade laps, mate. Oh, man. Is he going back out? I hope he's going back out. I really hope he's going back out and he's not just parking it now, because he deserves his laps of honour, as it were, for a fantastic campaign that he's had. I don't think he's going back out, is he? Never mind. 3.5 minutes left of warm-up before the beginning of race 2. Reverse grid from the first race, which at this time will see Shane Piggott on pole position. Yet to see Hamish Hagegi, who's made every race this season. It'll be very surprising not to see him in this race. Obviously, participation has dropped off over the last couple of rounds as more and more people have found themselves out of championship contention. But for those that have stuck around, they have provided some absolutely phenomenal racing. And for this being the first series that I've ever done proper commentary on, it's been an absolute joy. As Tim Darricott flies past the camera. It's been an absolute joy commentating on this series so far. I hope everyone who's watching has also enjoyed. Very quick thank you to Slums Mackenzie, Chris N, Bunny for their wonderful music and work with the intro, the graphics that have come through. As you can see, we've advanced ourselves now to a very respectable point, and Season 2 will have more information that you'll be able to find on the Discord server and the Facebook group. There should be a link nearby for those. Feel free to join the Facebook group. The Performance Link Facebook page will be posting details of Season 2 of the Road to Motegi Championship within the coming days. And that will be fantastic to see some great action as we find another path via some different circuits, maybe. Back here once again. 2 minutes of warm-up to go. Everyone just getting their eye in for the track conditions, making sure they're all ready and prepared for this, the final race of the first season. I can't believe it, we're already here. Already here. Race 2, round 5. 5 incredible weeks so far. And I may sound a little bit soppy with my reminiscing here, but I feel I've earned it. BMW M4 GT4 has provided itself as a fantastic foil to showcase these drivers' skills. And is he out on circuit now? I'm not sure. Don't think so. No. I was wondering if Lewis was back out on track yet. Aaron Powell with that win, by the way, has catapulted himself up into 3rd in the standings. We will get a quick look at the final standings, but I'll run through them at the end of this race. So, with 30 seconds left to go, we get ourselves ready for the final round, the final race of the final round of Season 1. There will be information on Season 2 coming very shortly. But thank you once again to everyone who's come along for the ride, everyone who's come along to watch. And may we have many an adventure going forward as well. Warm-up is complete. Hamish Hagegi has joined the race. The final round, the final race. We're going to have Hamish Hagegi on pole position. Right then. Once more, with feeling. Your grid is now on screen. We await the cars to line up on the grid. I might be insane, but there have been a couple of connection issues with a couple of the drivers, so just making sure that we're safe before we get under the way. We are gridding here towards the back stretch. The back straight here at Motegi. The west course. The downhill braking zone into turn 10. And we'll be making our way through from there. And here we go. The timer will begin to count down. Once we cross the line, it will not be reading 59:59, don't worry. 25 minutes of Motegi, the full course once again. I believe we're going to be having Tim Darracott lead the way on this one, if Hamish Agagi has indeed missed the start. We'll find out as soon as we can. But there will be 25 minutes. Race 2, round 5. The road to Motegi has been completed. Let's send it off on a massive high. Shane Piggott leads us away then for the final round, the final race of the Road to Motegi Championship. It's a great start as well for Kevin Copeland, who finds himself already into second position. The top drivers are, of course, towards the back of the grid. Oh, Hamish Agagi has found himself in the pits, but he's come back out on circuit now. That's Chris van der Nessa on the inside of Adam Shepherd. Trying to make that move stick, but being respectful, giving him enough room to make sure that no bad accidents occur. The number 8's gone round. That's Sebastian Agagi. He's gone round turns 4 and 5. He made a great move there on Tim Darracott for what was at the time 4th position. And he's clipped Darracott coming out of the corner, powered into the wall, and has teleported himself, towed himself rather, back to the pits. Big shame for him. That's Shane Piggott currently leading the way. I need to hide the driver name because the software that I use is telling me that Sebastian Agagi is in the lead. I'm afraid he isn't. This then is your battle for the lead. Shane Piggott with Kevin Copeland in close proximity behind. Chris van der Ness has gone into the wall. Now that is a rare sight. What's happened here? Chris van der Ness. Oh, Darracott just loses it and goes into the side of him. Oh, and Darracott catches him again. Oh, that's a shame. That's an absolute shame. Van der Ness's car still going. He is able to get around the hairpin without too much trouble. He might come in to pit for damage repairs. We shall see. Tim Darracott is going along A-OK. That, just up ahead, is Lewis Rose on the inside of Tom Bingham. That is not a conventional passing location. Great move by the Season 1 champion. As they come across the line now, Lewis Rose has got himself up from P8 to P4. The only man who's risen more places here, Adam Shepherd, who started on the back row and has got himself up to 3rd place already. A fantastic start from Adam Shepherd, trying to end this series on a high. He also definitely has the pace to get up onto the back of Copeland and Piggott ahead of him. It's going to be very interesting to see how that race unfolds. Just behind, though, we've got a nice little train developing here. Rose is starting to pull away from Bingham, but there is Aaron Rose and Tim Darracott here fighting for 6th position. Darracott with understandable damage on the front of his car after the double collision with Chris van der Nessa. Sebastian Agagi, by the way, still finds himself in the pit lane. Waiting for an update as well on Hamish Agagi. Did see him on the track but I haven't seen him since. Aaron Powell, your race 1 winner, is still stuck here behind Aaron Rose. This is the battle for 6th position. Aaron Rose looking for a move on the inside. Is he going to try and make it stick? He's backed out. You can argue that's very sensible as well. Tim Darricott looking to secure as many points as he can. That's going to leave the door slightly open for Aaron Powell, but he is not going to have the car position in order to make a move happen on this lap. This is allowing Lewis Rose and Tom Bingham to just steam away from that little gaggle of cars. Oh, well, Aaron Rose looking on the inside this time, down into turn 10. And is Aaron Powell going to look for the optimistic as well? He's tried to make that work. He's going to be around the outside into the chicane. He'll be looking for a good exit here so that he can attack Darricott down into turn 1. We'll keep an eye on this. We'll see if he's made it stick. He's on the inside. He's going to be looking for a move here. And indeed, he's got that done before turn 1 even happened. That's Aaron Powell up into P7 now. Darricott has found himself down in P8. A little bit further forward, we still have Kevin Copeland keeping chase with Shane Piggott, our leader. Adam Shepherd hounding them down as well. I say hounding down, he wasn't actually that much quicker than Piggott last time round, just a couple of tenths. He's got enough time to make that gap up, but Piggott's putting in some great laps at the moment. It's going to be a while until we're back at Motegi, so I get to say this again. These sweeping curves now. The tightening radius as they come up the hill. We've got the very, I dare to say oblique. I haven't got my thesaurus with me, I just dare to say it. A very oblique turn 8. Coming up now towards turn 9. I'm going to need to Google that, make sure I'm getting my words correct. Make sure I'm not too in over my head. This is Kevin Copeland coming out of the hairpin. Let's close the gap slightly here to Shane Piggott this lap. Gap's down to a second from 1.3. The slipstream will definitely be helping him down the hill as well as they come into turn 10. Piggott he gets a really good exit out of there. Copeland takes the traditional wide line, these BMW M4s. And here they come, down the main straight. It's very close now, Kevin Copeland flying the Evo SR flag. He puts in the fastest lap, but Adam Shepherd immediately follows out with something quicker, and Lewis Rose completes the train. 3 purple laps there very quickly in succession. But Copeland at the moment is the one that's going to be having the best chance of attacking the leader. By the way, Aaron Powell is up into 6th place. I believe Tom Bingham might have made a mistake. He was running closely, but seems to have just fallen back a few places. A shame for him. Chris van der Nest, by the way, still trundling around back here. Well, not too far back actually. He's coming through turn 3 now, so he's catching up to the pack ahead of him. Still has 18 minutes, so a 12-second gap. He could make that up. He did a 2:08 last time around, so he could make that gap up. He's on the same pace as this man, Shane Piggott. I don't believe he's won a race yet this season, so it'd be great to see another winner in this championship. Coming through turn 9 hairpin. Let's switch up the camera. Let's have a little bit of fun with this last race here. Oh, that didn't work. Why didn't that work? That worked. We'll have a little bit of fun with this final race. Shane Piggott coming down towards the turn 10 braking zone. This angle gives you a better look at the following section. The chicane, it is very difficult to get right. I know that from experience. Here they come across the line, beginning lap 5. Piggott leads by 0.7 of a second. Adam Shepherd is another 8/10 back. Lewis Rose is coming in as well. 3.5 seconds are separating the top four as it stands. Got the 10 of Aaron Rose being hounded down as well. Back here, what a lovely little pan that was. The 10 and the 9, Aaron Rose in the Martini liveried car, Aaron Powell in his Evo SR machine. The only man that lap, 0:159. Van der Nesser's put in a good lap there as well, 2-minute 0.3 with a damaged car. Really trying to reel in that gap. It's not there unless we focus on the leader as he comes through these sweeping curves. Once again. I'm having a laugh with this one. To be fair, there is still a very, very good fight for second going on. That is between Chris van der Nesser and Aaron Rose, and of course with his earlier accident, Aaron Rose is in the driving seat. Sebastian Agegi's out as well. Aaron Powell might be able to battle Rose for that second spot. I don't have the championship standings in front of me. We'll have them at the end. But Aaron Powell could potentially challenge him, which is probably why they're racing so hard. What do you know? We've got a very tight train here, the front three at the moment, as they come down the hill. But they spent a long time through such sweeping curves climbing up. They find themselves back into the valley. And Adam Shepherd is right on the rear bumper now of Kevin Copeland. We'll find ourselves very shortly on board with Adam Shepherd coming through the final part, the final corner, running really wide. Kept hold of his car though. Credit where credit's due, he didn't lose it. Kept it going. The gap will definitely widen a little bit as a result of that, but he's still keeping pace with the leaders. Lewis Rose keeping pace as well. Aaron Powell with another fastest lap, a 1:59.6 this time. Get him in some draft, and he is rapid. Say what, we will actually very quickly have a look here, because Aaron Powell is battling with Rose. Going to dive down the inside here into turn 3 perhaps. Oh, they look like they're going to make contact, but Aaron Rose has left enough room and he's got better traction on the outside line. And that will leave him safe for now in P5 for Aaron Rose, P6 still for Aaron Powell. It's AA Ron and AA Ron battling for 5th. This, however, is the battle for the lead. You still see Kevin Copeland right on the rear bumper of Shane Piggott. Adam Shepherd is going to be looking to make the most of any opportunities that are going to be coming his way, and he has to keep an eye out for that Pertec BMW of Lewis Rose behind him. To Shepherd's credit, of course, he started P10 and found himself up into P3 very quickly. So he can't really get... He does have a knack of these reverse grid races though, Suzuka. He obviously exploited that nice little loophole to get himself on pole as high up the grid as he could, and led that one for most of the race to an Evo SR car before an incident occurred that we talked about before the first race. But these cars are within about 7/10 of a second. Oh, it's like a domino effect. One hits the brakes, the next hits the brakes. They get very close together. Coming through the chicane, Shepherd takes the wider line. He might be looking for a move on the inside of turn 1 here on the Evo SR of Copeland. We'll see what the gap is this time. Oh, he's going for the... Yep, now he's looking for it. He's looking for the inside line. Oh, Piggott's just run off. Piggott's just run off the road. Sorry for my voice, I did not see that one coming. We need to get a different look from a different camera angle, but Shane Piggott here, who was leading the race, I'm not sure what's happened here. He's just outbroke himself. He just got on the brakes too late and has fallen back down to 4th position. That is such a shame for Shane Piggott, but he's still holds a good position, to his credit. But now, this man is in the lead, Kevin Copeland, for Evo SR. Adam Shepherd and Lewis Rose having great races. They find themselves now in 2nd and 3rd, as my mouth finds itself getting rather dry. We'll keep focused on Kevin Copeland for a few moments here as they come through those, you know what I'm going to say by now. Although actually this part's rather tight. Coming up now through turn 8 towards the turn 9 hairpin. Adam Shepherd is going to be looking potentially for a move around the outside here. We've seen a lot of cars already during this event find a lot of good traction on that outside line. Cutting in for the wide apex to try and get himself a good run down the hill as they come towards turn 10. Is he going to try it? I don't think he's going to try it here. Nah, he's too far back this time. 11 minutes, 11 to go. For this, the final round. A quick Chris van der Nessa update. He's now 7 seconds behind Tim Darracott. Still bringing the gap down. A little bit slower last lap, 2 minute 1.1. But they've come across the line there to begin lap 7. And that's Adam Shepherd looking up the inside once again. Copeland, you can get a lot of traction on that outside line. It's very difficult to actually pass on the inside around here. The way the corners work, you know, they're all very medium speed. You need a lot of traction. He's, you know, poking the door, poking the nose on the inside again with Shepherd. Copeland running a little bit wide, but he's able to get away with that. Shepherd's just really looking for a place here. Is he going to go for the outside? Is he listening? Can he hear me? No. He's broken really early. Looking for a switchback again. For that late apex again. Just trying to find some speed, but there won't be a lot of overtaking opportunities through these sweeping curves. They sweep, they're curves. What can I say? These engines make a great noise. Here they come then through the hairpin. We've got this little battle going on, and then just behind we've got another little battle going on. That is Aaron Powell looking for the inside of Aaron Rose. Rose is going to get the traction though, and the slipstream of Piggott up ahead. But he's going to dive on the inside here. He's going to dive on the inside here. He's going to try it. He's gone for it! Oh, he's turned him round! He's turned him into the wall. Oh, that's a shame. The two Aarons who were fighting there. Unfortunately, just a little knock. It happens. It happens when you fight for a position like that. They don't look too much worse off though. They're still going. Still keeping a good speed along the main straight, so I just assume they're fine. We'll go back to the leading group. I saw a potential battle coming ahead. What can I say? I've gotten used to these guys. Just noticed that braking marker said 70 meters. What's that about? 150, 170. I think that's the first thing I found wrong with Motegi. Anyway, Kevin Copeland. He's got Adam Shepherd looking around the outside once again. Copeland's going to have to take a very shallow, very narrow line. Shepherd's just, he wants through. That's all he wants. He wants the lead, and he's being very cautious about it for now, but as those seconds tick by in this timed race, his patience too will start to vanish. The cars of Piggott, Rose, Aaron, and Aaron Powell. Oh, Shepherd's gone for the inside! That was never going to work, and he's spun out the Evo SR of Kevin Copeland. We'll have another look at that one. That was coming. I did say his patience was going to run out. I just didn't expect it to run out that quick. But as you can see, yeah, that was never going to happen. That was a bit of a desperate move there, I'm afraid, from Adam Shepherd. Still looking for a win here in the Road to Motegi Championship. And that puts Kevin Copeland now down into 6th position. Lewis Rose is now going to be chasing for the lead here. Copeland's got a bit of a gap now back to Tom Bingham, who is in 7th. Chris van der Nessa up to 8th, by the way. I believe Tim Darricott had an off that lap just now. This is the fight for the lead. Lewis Rose, our champion. Not even champion-elect, he's just straight up the champion at this point. He's done it, he's won. He did what he needed to do. He won. How was that? He's going to be looking for a way past Tim Darricott, by the way. It's coming to the pit lane. Let's have a look. I'm not sure if this is related to a drive-through or to get the car fixed up a bit. By the looks of that, pulling over into the garage. He's getting it fixed up. That's what's happening there. I'm a genius. I'm a detective. I can tell when a car pulls into a pit box. He's getting it fixed. This is Adam Shepherd. Coming through turn 7 now. On the circuit. It's been wonderful having a working track map for this round. Has to be said. We might take a look back in a moment on the battle for what is now third. Just keeping an eye on these two as they come through. Oh, that's late on the brakes from Lewis Rose. Take a look back here to Piggott, Aaron Rose and Aaron Powell. Piggott's slightly off the pace. I wouldn't say he's too far off the pace. He's within 7 seconds of the leader as it stands. And that behind... Hello. Aaron Powell was showing his nose towards the inside. A little loss of traction on the exit, but it's kept it going. The wide line through 11 into the 12-13 chicane. Oh, he's bumped the back of him. That's a little polite, yeah, move on, come on. I mean, it says West, so I assume he's American. I don't know if he'd be like, go on in, come on, let's go. Don't think that's his accent. Not gonna lie. Haven't heard it. But Powell asking politely for Aaron Rose to get a move on. Aaron Rose, I'm sure, is already doing the best he can as the tyres start to wear down slightly. Adam Shepherd put in a sub 2-minute lap there. Dangerous now, he's got some clean air, but the stewards will inevitably want to have a look at that incident again after the race that got him the lead. Aaron Rose, wide on entry. They are bumper to bumper here, blimey. We'll have a look on the gearbox of Shane Piggott just to see how it looks from his angle. Scary is the answer. That is frightening. That's a very fast Martini liveried car. And just behind him, there he is. You don't want to see an Evo SR in your mirrors, you know they're going to be quick. Oh, look at that. Camera full the front end. As they come towards the hairpin here, Piggott should be able to hold on to this position. Oh, Rose was looking on the inside. Now Powell needs to get some good traction on the exit. Piggott's got a great exit through there. We'll go back to this wonderful camera angle that really captures the speed as they come down the hill. Closing speed as well. That downhill braking zone is so tricky to nail. And you can see Powell looking right, looking left, just looking for any possible gap that might open up. That Aaron Rose though, he's second in the championship. He is no slouch. He's proved that all series. 2.5 minutes to go. We're on the final 2 laps of the Road to Motegi Season 1. Oh, Aaron Powell's found his move. He's found the gap. There was a slight mistake from Shane Piggott. He had to hop on the brakes mid-corner. That caused a bit of a concertina effect for Aaron Rose, who also had to hop on the brakes. It's going to be battle of the late breakers here. Aaron Rose. Oh, he's got that back. Dogged defensive driving from Aaron Rose in the Martini car. A great effort there. Can't help but notice that the battle for the lead is still incredibly close. How close? we're going to go on board with Lewis Rose and just have a listen to how close it is. Definitely see the tyres are starting to become a factor. Adam Shepherd losing the rear there through turn 8, and Lewis Rose looking on the inside. I think he's made that stick, you know. Shepherd's given him the space and just let him through. Remarkable that was. I wonder if he's going to be so kind down the bottom here. Yeah, he is. Oh, no, he's not. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. That's a shame. Well, there's the race for the lead done. Doubt he's going to get away with that one, so we'll watch the fight for third. Shane Pickett phasing in and out of reality. Let's go to Aaron Rose. The final lap begins here at the Twin Ring Motegi circuit, and I finally said it right. Final race of the final round of the Performance Link Road to Motegi Championship. We're going to be watching here the battle for third. Adam Shepherd currently leads pending Stewart's review. Lewis Rose currently second. Aaron Rose, he's run a little wide there, not sure if that was by design. This is potentially a battle for second in the championship. Aaron Powell has made a fantastic charge up the standings since entering at Tsukuba, I believe it was. I don't think he even entered till Tsukuba. I don't remember him at Spa, but that could just be my memory playing up, who knows. Tim Tarracott, by the way, is still in the pits from earlier damage. He's going to be seeing out this series in P9 there. Sebastian Nagege is going to be classed as P10. Get those two out of the way now. This battle for third has been going on all race. It's been so tight, so close. Aaron Rose looking inside, looking outside, trying to snap back in. Aaron Powell, he's eager as well. You can tell he's eager. As he goes around the outside for the hairpin. He's not late enough on the brakes. Oh, no way. Oh, I thought he was going to make that work then. I thought he was going to make that work. We'll come to watch Shepherd come across the line as soon as these guys are through turn 10. Late on the brakes, not late enough. That'll be that. This is Adam Shepherd then, coming through the chicane one last time to win here at Motegi. Race 2, round 5. He's got the victory. Lewis Rose is going to come across the line in second place. Right behind is a very tight battle for third. Shane Pickett is just going to hold on to third place ahead of... Is he? He did, okay. I thought he was going to lose out then. He just holds on to P3 ahead of Aaron Rose. And then it's Aaron Powell in P5. Kevin Copeland P6. This is Tom Bingham coming across the line in P7. And Chris Van der Nessa last across the line very quickly in P8. And that, I believe, is all she wrote. That, ladies and gentlemen, has been the Road to Motegi Championship presented by Performance Link. I've given it so many different names over the past 5 weeks, but hey, what's consistency, am I right? Here's the final results then. Adam Shepherd, provisional final results. Adam Shepherd got the win. Lewis Rose, P2, the champion of Season 1, finishes with a 6th place rise in Race 2. Shane Pickett, he held on for the podium very well. Aaron Rose is in P4, Aaron Powell P5. Those three having an incredible race-long battle. Kevin Copeland can consider himself incredibly unlucky there to be P6. Tom Bingham is in P7. Chris Van der Nessa, the last of the finishers, in P8. Tim Darracott, can we say he retired? He was in the pits with damage. Sebastian Agegi and Hamish Agegi retired on lap 1. That's it. We're done. We're finished here, I believe. I think that's everything. I'll have a quick check and see if there's anything else, but I'm fairly sure that with that race done, our season here is over. I'll have a quick look here. There was a lap 1 incident, I'm being told, so we'll go back to lap 1 by the looks of things. Just have a quick look at that. I got quiet. Make sure. There's an incident here that needs review with Tim Darricott, I believe, coming into Chris van der Nessa. It looked fairly innocent. Lost control of the car. Yeah. Just trying to get back across the track. Didn't really work out, that one, unfortunately. We'll have a look here. Adam Shepherd made a great pass there in an area that really doesn't facilitate those kind of moves. Darricott lost the rears, tried to save it, lost it again, and then just going through the corner has ended up clipping van der Nessa twice. Another one to look out, of course, would be this one. This was a bit of a controversial moment. Kevin Copeland and Adam Shepherd fighting for the lead. Have a look from the rear of Kevin Copeland. See Adam Shepherd there, diving on the inside. Just tips him round ever so slightly. That puts him off. And then towards the end, oh, it wasn't that one, was it? It was here. Here we go. This, I believe, was the last one of the incidents to look at, of the 3 that happened on the circuit. The lap 12 pass for the lead. It's not really a pass, is it? We'll have a look at that from the viewpoint of Adam Shepherd. Tough to call that one, tough to call, has to be said. But that was the race. This has been the Twin Ring Motegi. This has been the Performance Link Road to Motegi Championship. Season 2 is going to be announced soon. We're going to be finding out what that will entail, so keep an eye out on the social channels. The Performance Link Facebook page and the Road to Motegi Discord groups are going to be your prime place for that. Just go search for Performance Link on Facebook and you'll immediately be able to recognize this fantastic little logo that we've had in the bottom left corner throughout the vast majority of the series. I believe it is time to sign off. And thank you all for tuning in for this series. It's been fantastic having you all. And long may we be able to continue this series, because it's produced one hell of a race. Like, both races again, full of action. I have been Jack Mace, your commentator for this series. Thank you for coming. Have a good evening. Keep your eye out for Season 2 of the Road to Motegi Championship, brought to you by Performance Link. Thank you very much. Good evening.